Hello, welcome back to Tarot by Andy. Thank you for being here. This is my vibrational reading. Please do your own research for entertainment purposes and allegedly. Hello, good morning, good evening, and good afternoon. And thank you for the super thanks, buying me a cup of coffee and so forth. And I haven't gotten around onto the big computer to thank you guys, so I have not forgotten. It's just, well, I'm not very good at figuring everything out. I'm just kind of airhead when it comes to that. Okay. I'm good. I'm lucky if I get my phone operated. Okay, so let's get into karma for Karen. Karen Arms, A-R-M-E-S, from Twitter. It is the sugar that was wishing death on children and the Cambridges. Yes, I thought it might be fun to get into the mindset of her. Yes, her name is Karen Arms. So hello, Karen, if you should find this. This one's for you. Let's find out her mindset here and what's going on with her. So let's get some karma on her. It's going to be probably karma. It's just that boomerang effect will swing back onto her. That's just basically what happens. She's too young to notice it. I could tell by her photo she looks fairly young. She thinks she's going to win. She wants attention. Attention is attention is attention. Look at me. Look at me. Oh, look at me. I need some attention. Please give me any attention. This is also kind of a narc card because they just want to be in the limelight. Yes, victory. She thinks she's accomplishing something. She thinks she is excellence, moving forward on her own terms. Yes, and the victory reef. And she thinks that she can light the fire with that Ace of Wands and just really start something new. So she likes to trigger people. She wants to start something new, light the fire, feel like she is of excellence, and that she's moving forward on her terms and getting what she wants. Yeah, that's why they also, many readers will say, depending on what you're reading on, that could be a narcissist right there, because it's all about winning, 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 winning. Let's get to the challenging position for Karen Arms. Karen Arms, a challenging position for Karen Arms. Challenging position. She has no spiritual connection. We have here the High Priestess in reverse. Well, 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 go fucking figure. Oops, excuse me, I shouldn't have said that. Whoops, that slipped. Pardon my French. Sorry, but I'm just feeling pretty sassy right now. So High Priestess in reverse. What does that mean? Well, according to some new findings I found on High Priestess in reverse, which can get pretty deep, is she's very superficial. Superficial with no depth. Yeah, go figure. She feels alone. She feels like she's living in the dark. She's not living in the light. This is also the antisocial personality disordered position. Go figure. She's also someone who has been betrayed in life, so she's going to betray others. She's living in isolation, frustration, with lack of confidence. Go figure. She's got no depth. No depth whatsoever. She doesn't even have total connection to her true feelings, and she's completely, utterly blocked. There you go. Karen, you're sick. So let's get to the focal point. Focal point for Karen Arms. Focal point for Karen Arms. Here we go. She thinks she is a thought leader. She thinks, ooh, listen to me speak. I'm going to have a controlled action, and I'm going to say what I want. I am the law and order. I'm going to have a breakthrough. I'm going to make you have a breakthrough insight by what I have to say, and you're going to like it. So she thinks people are going to approve of what she says. She thinks everyone's going to say, oh, yes, I totally dig it. Definitely. You're so right. She wants to be right. She wants to win. She has antisocial personality disorder, no intuition, cannot tap into anything. She's pretty dark individual. Hidden energy. She thinks she can manifest whatever she wants. She thinks she has all the tools available to do it, and she's going to try. Past position. Past position here. She wants money. She wants to fill the bank. She needs money, money, money. So she's doing it for payment, probably from Megan. So she's getting payment, but it's not quite working out anymore. Maybe they cut back because they can't afford to pay them. Going into the future, she knows that it's negative messages with the Page of Swords in reverse. She's all talk. She's all talk. She's kind of a detective. She's restless. She's very inquisitive. She's very, very Arrested Development. She's very young. She's younger than 20 years old. She's younger than a kid. She's actually got toddler energy of Arrested Development. Going into the feelings in the situation, she doesn't have a job. She doesn't have a normal job. This is her job, being a troll. So anyways, she doesn't have her Eight of Pentacles. She will probably likely never overcome it. She's got low motivation for work. She's not challenged. If she does have a job, it's a menial job. It's low payment. She's not getting what she wants. She's not getting the resources. It's not paying off. Whatever she does, whatever she is doing, has not paid off. So there you have it. And it won't pay off. It will not pay off. The material world is not coming for your way, Karen. It's just not coming. It's not going to pay off either. No, it's not. Okay, let's go into the next position here. Yeah, the outside resources, the outside sources here. She's not sentimental to family. So she's probably like Markle. She doesn't care about family. Disconnected, probably doesn't like her family. Feels that it was a terrible childhood. She doesn't want to tap into her inner child either. And so she has some resentments here. She feels she has a lack of support from family unit. She's got a lot of emotional baggage, and she's dwelling without doing any positive movements. She has no sentimental thoughts for family. She has no good conditions. She doesn't feel protected, and she had a disordered childhood. So she has a disordered childhood. She's probably thinking like Harry. That's why she's in alignment. She's in alignment with Markle. I never had the family. She's in alignment with Harry, pissing and moaning. So there you go. They're in alignment. Let's go into the hopes and fears for Karen. Karen Arms. Karen Arms. There you go, Karen Arms. You are feeling quite vulnerable. Yeah, you cannot possess or maintain any fuel supply. So she's low on fuel supply, low on material goods, low on anything that gives her the comforts of life. It is the greedy miser card who cannot hang on to anything and having to let go of what does not serve you. People probably let her go as well. So this is someone who is feeling quite vulnerable, a very vulnerable position with the Four of Pentacles in reverse. I'm going to put this down that way. There we go. Okay, now you can see all of it. Good. Let's get to the final call here, the outcome. The outcome for Karen Arms and the mental psychology of her. Ace of Cups in reverse. So Ace of Cups in reverse, she's not fulfilled. She feels really empty inside. She doesn't feel she has any love offerings coming her way. She has no gratification or pleasure. She doesn't have any emotional beginnings. No love offers are coming her way. I would say she's quite lonely, quite vulnerable, can't hang on to friends or people, can't maintain sentimental or positive feelings for other people. Whatever she does, she cannot fill her table. She puts out negative messages. The light bulb just doesn't go off in her head because she's got such severe arrested development. It just doesn't click. Super arrested development. She thinks she's speaking the truth, but really she's antisocial personality disorder with a narcissist who's seeking attention, wants to manifest and thinking that she can do it through willpower. And she wants to fill the bank account, but it is not happening with the King of Pentacles in the past position. There you have it, Karen. And she is reaching a Ten of Swords. It is betrayal card, loss of reputation, fake connections, fake friends. She's coming to an end of the cycle, swift disaster. She feels like her whole life is a disaster. Rock bottom, basically, kind of backstabber. She's a backstabber, and that's why she cannot maintain friends. That's why we saw the Four of Pentacles in reverse. That's why we saw the Ace of Cups in reverse, because she's basically a backstabbing type of individual, very toxic individual. She's basically like-minded. She's very much like Megan, more than likely, and Harry, and she thinks that she can gain control. She thinks that she can be the emperor and build herself up. She's aiming for power and control. Very antisocial. What is the antisocial number thing? Control, control, control. I need to be in control. Needing fuel supply. I'm going to be possessive, but she cannot maintain it. Just here, she cannot feel her cornucopia. Attention is attention is attention. Very narcissistic energy here. She has very low boundaries. She's losing her perseverance here. She's ready to scream uncle because she's not getting money here. She's not getting the payments. They're not paying her probably what maybe she got at one point in time. She really still thinks that she can get this control, though, and get a grip. She's thinking she can just barely cling on. So really, but she's not going to be able to because she doesn't have clear insight. She's completely blocked. When you're blocked, you can't see things clearly. You can't even see what's coming your way. Because they have no ability to look at themselves, no ability to self-reflect, so therefore they can't go into correction mode and fix themselves so things go better. So it's looking like she's going to have a massive failure because that 9 of Wands here is in reverse. So she has absolutely no fulfillment whatsoever. She does it because she's trying to find stability with the Emperor of the 4 card, which is about stability and standstill. She's trying to hold her ground, but she's not going to be able to because she's about ready to call uncle here. So let me calculate these two. Comes to 13, comes to 4 of hearts, home. So 4 of hearts is that wishing, I don't have enough card. She does not have enough at home. She feels rejection. She needs healing. She feels tempted by someone or something. That would be Markle, doing something, trying to do something for herself. She thinks she's going to get something out of it, but really she has a feeling of total rejection in her life, loss of friendship, loss of connections, loneliness, antisocial. Boom. Yeah. Sorry, Karen. Doesn't look too good for you. So that's what's happening with Karen. Karen, the one that was wishing that little children would die, that the Cambridge children would die, and that so with the Cambridges. So yeah, there you have it. Yes. So I wanted to do that. Next card spread I'd like to do is on Trevor. Is Trevor going to put pen to paper and write a book? Because it is said that he is. Will Trevor do a book? Will Trevor do a book? Will Trevor put pen to paper? Will Trevor put pen to paper? I think I'm going to try my pendulum first. Will Trevor Ingleston put pen to paper and do his own book on his marriage to Markle? Will Trevor put pen to paper and do his own book about his marriage to Meghan Markle? Is he going to actually do it? I got maybe. Maybe. And I've done this in the past, and I always get maybe. I think he's holding off. I think he'd like to. He's probably got something sitting. He's probably took notes, but he's just not ready to pull the, take that step. Let's get some cards on it. Trevor. We got here the 10 of Swords in reverse. So fresh wounds. He still wounds. He's still trying to rejuvenate himself. Let's get the challenging position for Trevor. Challenging position for Trevor. Challenging position for Trevor. Challenging position. He knows he can reveal all the lies. He has all the secrets to unveil. Ooh, that would be juicy. About the heartache, sorrow, divide, betrayal of his ex-wife and how she broke him and took him down. The devil energy here. The temperance in reverse. That is the devil energy, revealing all the devil energy of her side of the relationship. How the ball was dropped, there was no temperance, there was no middle ground, there was no equilibrium there. Revealing all of that along with all the betrayals and lies along the way, and how he was used basically as a daddy, a bank. He was used as basically her bank account. So basically he was a bank account and took care of her, and she just completely discarded him and uses everyone. So that's basically what we already know. So let's get to the feelings in the situation, or excuse me, yeah, the focal point. Let's get to the focal point. Focal point for Trevor and his book. Focal point for Trevor and his book. We have here the High Priestess in reverse with the 10 of Cups in reverse. So he realizes that it was a blocked, it was poor judgment, I would say, on his end. He wasn't thinking clearly when he married her, and they never were going to have that 10 of Cups happy family. And she destroyed it. She destroyed it by, she's antisocial, Markle's antisocial, and she breaks families apart. That's what she does. She's just like Karen. She's just like Karen Arms. They have so much in common. Breaking families, yes. But it's looking like Karen's family's not too thrilled with her. But it's looking like he knows Markle's the one who pulls the trigger. Let's get to the hidden energy, the root hidden energy. Root hidden energy for Trevor Ingleston. Here we go. We've got here and we've got here. So yes, 10 of Wands, they reached a full burnout, or at least Markle did. She reached a full burnout, and work was the problem with the 3 of Pentacles. She thought she was the master. She thought she was the master actress being on Suits. Yes, so now that I've got this, I can reach full burnout with him, and I can break it. I can break my relations with him. I don't have to have a family with him. I'm reached a full burnout. I'm gonna focus on my mastery here of being a master actress. Let's go to the past position that no longer serves Trevor. Past position that no longer serves Trevor. Okay, we have here the wild child. Whoops. Here we go. We got the wild child card. Vulnerability. Once again, Page of Swords in reverse, all talk. Markle tends to be all talk. She tends to be a 5 of Swords. It's the suck it up pride card. And basically she creates a lot of conflict, but he's trying to be peaceful with the situation. He knows that she's nothing but a negative Nancy, always going to put out negative messages due to her vulnerability. That is that pity play, and that she's really quite the wild child. She is a real wild child, and she does that pity play, and it's something she's been doing for a long time. And he's well aware of it. So I'm going to plug my phone in because the juice is running low. There we go. Now I can keep going. Let's get to the future. The future. Wow, the future. He's gonna make a book happen. Yep, he's got the willpower to do it, and he's got the tools to do it, and he's got the information on her. So yeah, he's just not doing it now, but I think in due time he just might. It would make him a lot of money. It would be a good idea. Let's get to the feelings in the situation on a book. Feelings on the situation. Ooh, feelings on the situation was the 7 of Pentacles, loss of a loved one. Yep, how the marriage fell apart and how she dumped him. Sending the rings back in the mail, how everything just went down. How she was never going to have a family with him. So there's going to be stuff about her not wanting to get pregnant, I feel here. Her just being completely utterly focused on work and raising herself up here, and total wild child here. Just using him to get her where he was just a stepping stool. He really was just a stepping stool with this pile here. And it gave her smug pleasures to dump him and discard him and go remove herself, that she did not feel it was worth it. The juice is not worth the squeeze because it's in reverse. If it was upright, you'd start to look at it and take stock. She took stock. She took stock and thought, can I grow with this guy? She decided, nope, I'm not going to grow with him, and I know I have clear thought on that. So he's going to talk about that. Yeah, super career focused. She has no desire for family or unity with anybody. It's all about her and her only. So the outside influences is he went into hermit mode. He did a major soul searching from probably everyone asking him about things. It's withdrawing from others. So he, on the outside sources, he actually withdrew from people so that he can go inward. He got a lot of realizations. A lot smacked him in the face and went, oh my God, So, and this is also the Harry card. This is a Harry card. Harry married her. So Harry stepped in and took his place. And so this is, going into contemplation. So he's thinking about Harry, how Harry got his wife, in essence. Let's go to the hopes and fears. The hopes and fears. The hopes and fears. The hopes and fears. Hopes and fears is the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is to be self-reliant, not needing a crutch for anybody else. Do not give up. Stay the course. Stay the course. Stay the course on your life and keep going. So just keep going. Not going to fall off his horse. Not going to allow her to take him down, in essence. Good for him. Good for him. Just keep at it. Keep at it. One foot in front of the other. It's a hard day. It is hard coming out of a dark night of the soul. It's hard when a prince who is the Harry the Hermit card took your wife, or this ended up happening, but just one foot in front of the other. As you can see, that's what I'm feeling with this card. Just take one step at a time, one day at a time. So he had to take one day at a time. It was very difficult for him, but he really did get that aha clarity of why she dumped him, and that she actually got some pleasure from it, some sick pleasure. Duper's Delight, I would say, combining these and given the energy of the card, what's on the table here, that's a Duper's Delight right here. Kind of a sick, twisted enjoyment of the antisocial. Let's get to the final call, the final call, the final call. Final call, yeah, the Devil. There was no silver lining being entangled with Markle, and the conflicts are now over. The emotional conflict is now done and over with. And it's going to always be an ongoing issue. Always going to be an ongoing issue with the situation, because it's now public. He's not a private person anymore. It will always be there. It'll never go away, unfortunately. Just like what Thomas Jr. said. He enjoyed being a private citizen. And once Markle married into the royal family, he's not a private citizen anymore. Same thing with Trevor. It's going to always be this situation, this devil energy of the entanglement that he had with her, the marriage he had with her. And there is no silver lining in that emotional situation. He's staying peaceful, but there's an emotional drain of knowing it's never going to be over with. What else can I say for the Five of Cups in reverse is he's no longer living in the past. He's pulling himself up. You know, it was sad. There was a lot of regret at some point in time. He had to release it. There was a loss. There was despair. At one point in time, he wanted her back. How can I find the silver lining? I got conflicts. I'd like to get her back. But he realized it's just an entanglement. There'll always be problems, and there's no silver lining. So he's decided he had no choice, but he had to heal. He had to heal. He had to pull himself up. So that's part of what this is. One step at a time, one foot in front of the other. Just keep going. You know, definitely went into dark night of the soul. But we got Harry here. I'm going to calculate these three here. That comes to 17. 17 comes to Five of Hearts, fence sitter, detachment. So once again, he had Five of Hearts, which is the five of Hearts is Five of Cups, is regret and living in the past. He regrets marrying her. There was a lot of depression, loss, despair. You know, yeah, how can I get her back? When she first dumped him, how can I get her back? She enjoyed it though. So there was a lot of despair and sadness, but yes, I see him doing it, but not now. But this issue is never going to go away. People may want to hear from him. That's probably why I'm getting that maybe in the pendulum, because he knows people keep asking him. He knows he can profit from it. He's just waiting for the right opportunity, quite possibly probably the right amount of money offered to him to do it. In order to do it, a proposition. And he no longer feels sentimental feelings for her. The sentimentality is in reverse. There is no pleasure in it. There's no harmony in it. Even if he made money, there's no joy in the situation. And that is how I see that. So yes, that is too bad. So that comes to 7. 7 comes to 2 of Clubs, handcuffs. 2 of Clubs is trying to put plans together. Putting plans together, you're thinking about it, but you have not acted yet. So he's thinking about it, but there's no joy in it because you have to go back in history and you're going to feel miserable knowing she took pleasure in it and you suffered and you were just nothing but a stepping stool and a banker boy for her. Dealing with the devil energy, the ongoing, it's going to always be out there. It's never going to go away. So he may do it, but he's just waiting for the right proposition, probably the right funding, the right offer, money offer. And is it even worth his time? Because it's an emotional baggage. And he's moved on with his life. He's happily married. He's got a new baby. They look great together. And he doesn't need it. He doesn't need the money. Also, he's not in that position because she's a billionaire's daughter. So it's a lot of sentimentality here, a lot of emotion on the table. And he really did move on and put one foot in front of the other. So it's probably kind of something he really has to think long and hard about. Does he really want his mind to go back in time to this loss of a loved one who took pleasure in doing it? He knows that she got smug pleasures out of dumping him, and that's just how she operates. And it doesn't matter. She will break every family. She breaks every family apart. So she's so dark, he's just got to rethink, do I even want my brain to go there? Because it's an emotional drain to put yourself back in that headspace, is how I feel. So that's why we get the maybe. But I think under the right conditions, he may, but there is a lack of harmony in the idea of even profiting from it, because he just doesn't need it. So that maybe may never happen. I think he's just holding off. He may just be holding off, is how I see it. So we'll see if he does or not. I understand not wanting to revisit pain, and that is his prerogative. And if that's what he needs to do, then I encourage that too. So it's whatever he's comfortable with, obviously. But we know we would love it. So if he happens to run across this, we would love it. But if you can't do it, and you've moved on, then don't worry about us because we're still going to unveil her. Doesn't matter. It's all coming out anyways, right? Okay, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this. Till next time, like and subscribe. Bye, you guys.